Hello, my name is Jessica Pruitt. I am a senior at Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and I am doing a training right now for my class over H2S and heat exhaustion. So I wanted to show you for a second. I'll start with H2S because I want to get out of this area as soon as possible. But obviously I work out here in the desert. I have my PPE on. I'm here. Those are battery tanks back behind me. I actually have a pump jack right over here, which I'll show you here in a minute, but I have a pump jack over here that's no longer in service. But this area is actually an area with H2S gas. So I can smell it, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But let me talk about H2S gas. It's hydrogen sulfide gas, and it's found during drilling and oil production. And what it is very dangerous. At low concentrations, it smells like rotten eggs. Anywhere out here in West Texas and in New Mexico and in any major oil field, you're gonna smell what smells like nasty rotten eggs. You might be driving and you'll smell it for a little while. And basically, it's gas that comes up when they're pumping the oil out of the ground. And it's also called sour gas. So it's in the production of oil and gas. With that being said, at low concentrations it smells really strong, and that's not as dangerous. But at high concentrations, you can't hardly smell it, and it's super dangerous. This over here actually is a dangerous area to be right now, but I just wanted to give you an example of what I'm dealing with. And I'm looking around because I'm making sure there's not snakes, because I'm in a really remote location right now. So I'm good right now. Anyhow, high concentrations of H2S, you cannot smell it. If it's inhaled at high concentrations, it will kill you. Almost immediately, actually, you'll go into convulsions. This gas, H2S, is heavier than the air, so it comes from below up. That's why you see this right here. This is an H2S monitor, okay? This will alert me if the gas is higher than 10 parts per million. So at that, if it alerts me, I gotta get out of here. The way that we do it is we go into the wind and cross. So if the wind's blowing towards me, if it was coming this way, I would be running at it and trying to go across to get away from the smell of gas. Don't ever go with the wind. With that being said, okay, have your H2S monitor at least 12 inches from your face at all times. You also want to do a monthly calibration. Have your safety team do a monthly calibration of that. Mild exposure can cause nausea, headaches, tremors, delirium, and of course you can bump test. I can bump test my monitor once a day to make sure it's still working. All right, that's going to bring me to heat exhaustion, guys. Heat exhaustion is pretty serious. I'm going to go and take this off. It's serious. If you've ever experienced it before in your life, then you don't want to experience it again. And most people who have experienced it cannot work outdoors any longer. I'm going to show you real quick. This is a pump jack over here. It's obviously not in service. And these are the battery tanks over here. And there's a separator on the other side of that that separates the gas and oil and where it goes. But anyhow, heat exhaustion out here can happen fast. Heat exhaustion in a factory can happen fast. Anywhere where there's production or safety going on, not safety going on, I'm sorry, anywhere that you're actually working. Postal people suffer from heat exhaustion a lot. So with that being said, some of the side effects of heat exhaustion, which I'm sure some of you know and some of you don't, but heat exhaustion will come with profuse sweating. So you will sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat, and if you stop sweating, there's a problem. You better get some fluids in you, some Pedialyte, some Gatorade, some water. No sweating is very bad, especially if you're out in 120 degree heat or 100 degree heat or in a factory. Heavy sweating, dizzy, rapid pulse. If you're sweating but you have goosebumps and your skin feels cool, that's a sign of heat exhaustion coming on. Muscle cramps. Muscle cramps is one of them as well. Loss of potassium. Gatorades, like I said, Pedialyte is very good for that. If you drink alcoholic beverages, make sure that you rehydrate. That will dehydrate you terribly. So make sure you're always drinking water. What to do when you are dealing with heat exhaustion and you work in outdoor environments or even in factories that are hot, like I said. Wear lightweight clothes, drink lots of fluids, Get acclimated if you have the opportunity. Some people don't. Make sure you always take breaks and use sunscreen that's greater than 30 SPF, guys. So that's just a little bit of H2S information for you. Stay away from H2S. Always wear your monitor. And heat exhaustion. Again, Jessica Pruitt with Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Thank you so much and enjoy my training.